Good day guys, come here, welcome back to Langrisser 6.0. So on this part of the video, we'll be going to introduce that special characters that we both like and hate, and that is... Ta-da! She's definitely my favorite waifu now, and that is SP Aimeeda. Yep, it's Aimeeda, not Aimeeda, my bad. And you can check at the shadow words behind the Chinese naming. It's Aimeeda. Aimeeda. Oh gosh. Have been mispronouncing for like 6 years. Oh, sorry, 5 years. It's like, oh gosh. So right, quick go through. We found that her class, as you can see, it's spellcaster, and surprisingly, it is not holy. So sadly, for her SP form, she cannot receive the faction buff from Elma 2.0, aka the Light Bringer. That is definitely the sad news. I was expecting that as a goddess messenger, she should have received a holy class, and I guess that's not the case. She's never going to be that holy, and this means she should be able to purchase her love to Mushu, and well, her worst case scenario in her point is Grenier. So right, for her faction is the protagonist, Glory of Light and Mythical Realm. And quick go through of her talent is the goddess is super serious. So when you end your turn, you will heal HP for allies with the lowest HP, and based on 3 times Aimeeda's intelligence, and dispel 2 debuff at the same time, and costs 2 debuff to the closest 2 enemies. And okay, you guys have seen the previous video. These are the two new skills, and apparently the act according to my eye signal is providing her 3 skills. So she's able to bring 1 3C, 1 1C, and 1 1C that provide 3. So she's gonna able to bring 5 skills. Okay, then we will be going through the equipment wise later. So now we'll do a quick demo play, and sadly, whether it's SP or not, her stats remains the same, despite if you can check out this icon, she seems to grow much better in order to seduce our one and only take hit Mushu. So right, it's not a very highly trained Aimeeda, and we're just going to do some demos. So just to showcase you guys some of the great things about her. So watch to the end, and the sequence are already as follows. So we introduce her faction, her talent. Now we'll be going through the demo play, and afterwards we will go through the equipment, the enchantment, and also to go through the pros and cons due to her casting effect and also exclusive items effect. So right, are you guys ready? Here we go for the demo play. So are you gonna choose this 3 1? Oh gosh. Okay, we will be fighting our poor queen Aimeeda, and worries not, she's gonna get her 3C soon enough. Okay, so gonna do some changes around here. Oh, okay. So for some reason my team was changed. I think I like preset early on. So I'm gonna get here. But you'll be here, then followed by okay, I guess that's it. So it's gonna be a not too long demo play. It's gonna be pretty fast because we're just showcasing healing. So right, I'm being the 3C, and followed by the act according to my eyes, and do not bow down Aimeeda. So guys, check the CD of this skills is 2 turns. Okay, the things I'm gonna do right now is I'll be spamming Angelica on her skills to sacrifice my soldiers unit. So it's actually proven that the upgraded version of Aimeeda is definitely better, that she's finally able to so-called heal herself. Okay, I'm not going to heal myself this turn, but I'm just going to showcase. So you guys can see the rest of the characters are in full HP. So even if she's not going to be top tier in PvP, she's definitely going to be a great improvement for PvE players. So I'm just going to end my turn. So as you can see, because I'm standing on the straight line positions, the one and counting on the space apparently is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then for the second it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these two are the closest. As you can see, they are receiving 2 debuff. So I'm going to try act again on her. Oh, sorry, wrong. I am supposed to rewind, but no worries. We'll try it on the next turn. Alright, this time we'll be casting the heart explosions and okay. Do not bow down Aimeeda, so I'm gonna give heal. So again, you see everyone is full HP, but she managed to fully heal because also only 3 times, and I'm not giving those healing equipment with the healing enchantment. Oh gosh, you need to die first. Oh, so as you can see that okay, now this time around I'm gonna cast another skill which is 3C because the CD of the skills is 5 turns. And sadly the animation has not been changed. So okay, the casting will cause me to have a random cooldown between 1 to 4 turns, which is great as long as I'm using either the 3C or the 2C that shows that the three face or 2 face icon, the gibberish thingy. Okay, then I'm gonna show lightning attack. Oh gosh, this is too strong. And now we'll be ending our turn. Oh gosh, she's definitely too strong for the enemies of this stage. So as you can see, I'm now having 2 CD and 1 CD, and I'll let you guys see now. I'll be casting. Just showcase how far the skills is. So the Aniki, the Heart of Praise, man, because of that logo, yep, the male logo, increase healing by 50% and turn, trigger the talent effect again. Then the Goddess Love You is to choose up to 3 blocks so that your allies, before going to battle, you can give debuff to enemies. And third is again to cast 3 blocks to 1 enemies and give them 1 debuff. And I'm not sure if this is going to be counted as support skills. We can try it out. And if it does, based on her skills, is that all support skills CD. Oh, all support skills CD will be reduced one, so it definitely works. So okay, before that, let's check the debuff the enemies have. These 2 closest enemies do not have debuff. I'm gonna use me Bozo. Oh gosh. So it becomes the 2 closest, and straight line is the Holy Priest and the Chariot. So I'm supposed to give him an attack defense down early on, but did not. So you can see this is some of the debuff we were giving, decrease the usual random debuff. So it's a lot, so you can't really pick. This is definitely the downside, but it's still pretty decent. Then as you can see, all the skills has been fully reduced to CD. Though the 3C is definitely unique. It's definitely based on luck because of the due to the casting ability to reduce the cooldown between 1 to 4 turns. We'll be going through again in a while. So I'm going to do one more demo play. This time around we'll be using the Goddess Love, the Aniki, the Praise, Heart of Praise. So as you can see, just now when I use Angelica to kill off her soldiers unit, the Holy Monk was being healed with 30% and plus another 15% back to his HP. So now we'll be going to try again, and this time now with the Praise of Heart effect. Okay, so this time I'll be casting Heart of Praise. So this is supposed to trigger my healing talents once, twice for my allies, but let's see, just in case, if there's something that is unmentioned, like it will give a double debuff to the enemies. So okay, I will be trying that now. Okay, I'll be standing at the same location on the previous turn. So here we go. So nope, there's no miracle of any bugs that will trigger. So these are so you only give once double debuff to 2 enemies, which is currently we have magic defense down 30%, defense down 20%, attack intelligence minus 20%, and defense minus 20%. So only the healing triggers twice, and you can see she got healed twice, and the soldiers is fully healed. This is definitely cool.
何をしてるのか分かっているのか?
大したことないね。だから死ぬのよ。それだけ。
So I'm gonna guess giving this debuff priority is based on the direction too, counting the distance. Okay, now I'm gonna use Aimeeda, do not bow down. Okay, it's cool that you can target the range. So it's a three blocks targetable AoE range. That's pretty nice. Okay, however, this time around I'm going to be using the 3C first. And the casting will take. Let's see how many turns is reduced. Hopefully it's like the bat. Okay, this time I'm left with 2. So later on if I cast this again, it should be left with 1. So I'm going to end my turn again. So Aimeeda do not bound down. The effect is to, it's like Rosen Seal's crystal protection, and at the same time a combination with Elma's mirror shield effect that will reflect, that will block and also reflect the enemy's debuff at the same time. However, they exclude away the damage part, and not to mention that this effect cannot be dispelled, so you can showcase it, guys. Oh, sorry, I have not used it yet. Now I'm going to use it now. Okay, I'll just stand here and cast this AoE. So I'm just going to keep giving them debuff. Okay, now we have like a more different kind variety, minus defense, minus crit, and damage reduction of 20%. This is definitely the one of the best debuff you want. If I'm not wrong, so far there hasn't been any items, equipment that is gonna help prevent damage reductions. And apparently so far I've tested, I don't think we have silence effect. So it says immune and reflect the next debuff effect, and it cannot be dispelled. This is definitely the best thing. So as you can see, if you use in such a sequence using the 3C followed by Aimeeda do not bound down, then it's definitely not a, that may not be the great sequence, because the next turn you're using, according to my signal, your exclusive 2C is still gonna need 1 turn to cool down, but the only way is you're getting random chance for the 3C cooldown effect, so nothing much here. Okay, so the debuff we are getting here is because of the 3C, nothing much. Okay, so I'm gonna use the effect right now. I'm gonna cast the Goddess Love You, so you can see that enemies is supposed to get debuff before battle. So I'm not gonna go into the battle image. So when I initiate attack and go into battle, before battle, give them the 2 debuff. So okay, okay, I'm just gonna choose you. So let's see any new debuff. You have attack down and damage reduction. So okay, because of the blocking, if you look fast enough, apparently he has like a 3rd debuff icon, because one of them is repeated. So I guess that's it for the demo play. It's just that. Then okay, we will go on to the equipment discussions about what she's gonna be using, because apparently mine is the wrong equipment, because I'm just randomly trying to pass a SP mode. So we'll be checking out. I believe a lot of players have her SP by now. Okay, so in PvE on possible generic case, if there's a way to keep maintaining her HP above 80%, Full Moon is definitely a great option. So you can see this is some of the higher power. Clock is definitely a no as of this patch. I will discuss in a while. Okay, healing, definitely going for healing equipment. So if you've seen clock here, a lot of them is probably based on the pre-SP mode equipment given to her. Okay, sadly not too much people has been spending a lot of resources on her since she's not your top tier 1 to 0 heroes in the PvP match, though this Apex S16 there has been some players using her in the match, though they kind of like the ranking usually just end like at a pre-top 8 or top 16. That's like, I know you are strong, but SP Aimeeda, that's as far as you go. However, with the release of the Dragon Mom, as you can see on this number 60 here, there's chance that because she is the faction buffer of Mythical Realm, and that will be on the next part of the video. Okay, so now we'll be talking about the pros and cons and some pros. So the pros is that SP Aimeeda is finally stronger. She can get stronger healing, and her new exclusive skill 1 that allows her to choose either one out of the 3 skills. It has no CD, and one of the options, the Praise of Heart Aniki, give you extra 50% increment in your healing power, and at the same time you can cast a double healing, so she can heal aside from herself or any allies who is low HP, or if not, if she's in full HP, any 2 allies with the least HP, and at the same time dispelling 2 debuff. The only downside is that it only improve and trigger on the healing, but the debuff part they kind of stop there. So apparently Zilong said, no, I'm just gonna let you debuff once with your new skills. So quick overview of the skins. So all the skins they are given her, if it's with the skins you lose your SP characteristics, so I'm just gonna stick with the SP form. You can see her new blue hair, strip blue hair design. And alright, so now we'll be going through on the 3C. So 3C is a support skills that give you healing and providing your allies with the ability like her to do one random debuff to 2 enemies 4 blocks within your range. And even with the upgrade, the 3C effect has not been turned into a global one. Definitely hope they will do something with the casting, though that seems unlikely. Okay, so now we'll be going on some of the more obvious cons part in my point of view. Of course, you may disagree. So first thing, it's the exclusive items. So from her exclusive, the usual stuff gave her high intelligence ability But the downside is that compared to items like Red Moon gave 10% intelligence and 5% HP at least. So her exclusive only gave intelligence. Then the effects, in case you guys has forgotten it, when you initiate attack and after dealing damage, you will cause enemy movement to be reduced by 1 block and unable to defend. The effect lasts for 1 turn. So as you can see, with all the new exclusive skills given to SP Aimeeda, it kind of contradicts the exclusive item kind of contradicts her, because there's a higher chance that you won't be using SP Aimeeda. Oh gosh, I keep saying Aimeeda again, sorry. SP Aimeeda's to attack, because she has been kind of like a full tanker right now. There's the least chance you'll be bringing like AoE damage skills, because her exclusive skills one will help reduce the CD of any skills that are considered support type, which means like that says 资源, as you can see the top part, anything that written as the top part as 资源, like giving shields, definitely not attack, because the type says magical damage, no. So even for healing, it doesn't seem to categorize as support. That also seems unfair. So this skill is like kind of only able to goes with the 3C and exclusive skill 2, Aimeeda, don't bow down, and also I'm giving the single shields, and definitely no one's gonna use that because there's like single target 1 and it has like very low CD, so not much of a problem there. Other than that, not much. And also magical defense, again, just a single target, is not even an AoE, not a mass protect. So SP Aimeeda do not have great synergy with her AoE skills, AoE damage skills, whether single target or AoE, then that only works with her exclusive. However, if you use with her exclusive, her support ability will fall greatly, because you'll not be able to heal your allies in turn, especially in this current 6.0 meta. You guys will be seeing the Apex soon. There's a lot of like crazy damage dealers, be it AoE or single targeting. So there's no way for you to like mix around. Then next, we will be checking out on her casting skills. So again, the casting ability is very straightforward and very short, just giving her an extra 5% intelligence instead of 10. Since the reason I say that, because she's considered the generation 1, generation 0 or 1.0 hero, that she is giving like +5 intelligence. It's fairly low. Let's check out like a basic. There's only like 500 plus, because SP Aimeeda is only A, it's not even an S, despite being an SP. So Zilong is still kind of like, oh dear, we are afraid that she is too strong as a healer. Let's not give her too much ability or support characteristic. But while on the other hand, it's Langrisser 6.0, so we're gonna give a lot of like extremely powerful heroes, and we're gonna like deals a lot of tons of weird debuff and effects against enemies, and not to mention some of the debuff given are undispellable and etc. So you guys might get what I mean. So the effect as follow for the casting. So when you use your 3C or the 2C AoE skills, the one that will give debuff, I will show you guys. After using either of the skills will have a random CD reduction of between 1 to 4 turns, and it is not all your skills. It is referring to this 3C, because it has been so long I forget about the translations of the Mandarin to English. So basically it's referring to these two skills. So these two skills has a CD of 5. So the casting ability only helps these two skills. So apparently this is like not too great with Aimeeda. So definitely it's kind of like forcing you to just bring 3 CS1 because you heal multiple ally based on your intelligence times 3, then they will just gain the buff ability to debuff enemies who are 4 blocks close to them. So the reason overall I think it's like Aimeeda kind of become mid-tier or medical oh gosh the word, so I'm just gonna go with mid-tier, sorry about it. Is that her exclusive items and her casting ability do not has a great synergy to her characters overall itself, unlike characters like Landis or Rachel. Like like Landis with its exclusive weapons will provide like a further range damage reduction. Then his casting ability will like we're gonna make sure you'll survive and revive, so that no one can disable you. And at the same time, if you have more allies, you increase your defense and magic defense. So it kind of like have a great synergy for him as a tanker. Then whilst for Rachel, her 3C will cause a fixed damage, the 5 debuff of fixed damage, and they upgraded her with more intelligence, and her single target skills will give you the 3 fixed damage debuff icon. So they kind of have like something to cover up some of their different aspects. Like Rachel initially is just more purely on AoE, but now because with this casting she can now go single target, etc. And but for Aimeeda, her exclusive items is like the exclusive item like, oh gosh, you guys gonna use single target or AoE damage skills. We're gonna use Aimeeda to to do our best against the enemies, be it PvE or PvP, and we're just gonna break their leg for 1 turn. And this is like the 6.0 meta. There's not much improvement. Then where else the casting is like, oh yeah, we will be encourage you to use the 3C and the damage skills because we're gonna like help you abuse the CD reduction of our skills, but randomly between 1 to 4. We're not gonna give you 5. We're not gonna give you a fixed 4, but we're just gonna go random. So you just kind of put yourself in a like gambling situation. You're gonna try your luck. So if the worst is after you have spent the skills, and you only get a random of 1 turn, you need to wait for 4 turns to cool down. Then the next turn you have been using act according to my eye signal, you're gonna get an additional 1 turn, but you still gotta wait for like 3 turns where you wanted to like do a mass heal towards your ally. So personally I feel this is like not a very good synergy for her, be it with her casting and her exclusive, or should I say just between her casting and exclusive. The casting is definitely still worth it because thanks to the option of either the 3C or the 2C will get the following effect. However, the exclusive items do not have any synergy with either of the new skills because the 2 new exclusive skills is a great support towards healing abilities and supporting skills, so it has no synergy with damage skills. So this is definitely the downside, because personally I feel it would be great if Aimeeda can shine as a character that can use you have an option to choose. Oh, today I'm feeling great. I want to use her as a damage builder in the apex. Or today I'm feeling like, oh gosh, I do not have enough healer on this match. My healer is not enough. My great healers like Elma and Rose and Silk hasn't banned, so I will need to switch her to become a strong healer, but maybe leaving her with 1 damage skill, so 2 strong healing and 1 damage skills that apparently might not work well because there's no helping to reduce the CD of her damage skill, so there's gonna be some like downtime between turns that she can almost do nothing other than using the 1C to debuff. Sometimes there might be a great chance if Aimeeda has damage skills available right now because the CD is done and she can help allies to do some follow-up in damage. That will be great. But apparently that's not the case, so gotta say sadly that's it. But overall, personally, I think she's definitely a tier 2 or almost tier 1 based on the upcoming heroes with mythical 3C faction buffer, and their character is supposed to be like a rush hero, so maybe SP Aimeeda will be a great help or synergy towards her. Okay, before we end, we'll be checking out her overall portrait and art. So what do you guys think? If she is good, bad, or nah? Oh, we gotta check out some of the actions that she'll do. So this is how she looks like when she is faint or die from battle. Then overall, personally, like I said, in order of the Bacchus trio, aka the idiot trio, which I like to call it this way, it sounds fun. The leading characters of this Langrisser M stories, according to the fascinations of the art or the artist, how great art is, I would say number 1 will be SP Aimeeda. Then number 2, I will go with SP Grenier, and number 3, which is definitely to me right now is much of the worst, is SP Mushu, because fans has been waiting for so long and he just seems like some just not that cool, kind of like like what my friend commented, like when my friend saw the character, he's gonna like, hey, previously your Mushu, the character, the leading character, it looks a bit more like happy character. Is gonna like, seems like he's gonna have potentials being strong, but once he see the SP, the only thing he said, oh geez, a sad homeless guy with a very nice broken sword, huh? Then I was like, oh gosh. So yep, that's it. So now we'll be checking out and we end. So what did you guys think of SP Aimeeda? If she's cool, medium, or mid-tier, or just not to your expectations? So okay, if anyone who is interested to draw the characters, to do cosplay, etc., so this is how she looks like. So she's definitely one of the new characters I like in terms of art and animations, because she's like having this floating book that will just keep changing the 3 different pictures between Aniki, Lucretia, and Bozo. So that's pretty nice. And not to mention, they definitely give a boost up on her tree size. So yep, and that's it. This is Kami, and thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, give it a like and subscribe. We'll see you guys on next part of the video. Goodbye.
もっと近づいて。胸がドキドキしてることわかりますか？カル